Hello there lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and today we're going to be taking a close look at Yoshi's Woolly World for the Wii U. Now, something that Yoshi fans have been clamouring for years and years and years is a proper successor to the original Yoshi's Island on the SNES. We had Yoshi's Story on the N64, but that changed up the formula a little bit too much and it felt a little bit alien compared to the original. And we've also had direct sequels such as Yoshi's Island DS and Yoshi's New Island, but they weren't really everything that everyone was hoping for. They were fine, but they were a little bit lackluster, and they didn't get rid of Baby Mario. Now, 20 years after the original release of Yoshi's Island on the SNES, Yoshi's Woolly World has appeared and it's looking brilliant. I was lucky enough to get my hands on it for a short amount of time and really get to grips with how this ticks and whether it really is the game that everybody's been hoping for. You'll be pleased to hear that Baby Mario is nowhere to be seen. Yoshi instead has a more traditional health bar system and it's so much better. The absolute raw gameplay is very similar to Yoshi's Island. You basically run around as Yoshi, you've still got his flutter jump and you've still got his tongue, which is his main attack, and he basically swallows enemies, but he doesn't turn them into eggs this time, rather he turns them into balls of wool. These basically function like eggs did, only they have certain additional applications such as filling in platforms and pipes, and also they wrap up enemies rather than just sort of momentarily disabling them, which is a nice little touch. The woolly aesthetics integration with the gameplay doesn't just end there, no. There are certain secret areas that you have to unravel just by licking them with Yoshi's tongue, but he unravels them into a giant wool ball. This can reveal secret passageways, secret items, basically secret things. Speaking of items, there are lots to find and collect in every single level. You've still got the 5 traditional sort of smiley flowers that you get in every Yoshi game, but you've also got other things as well. Beads replace coins and they're a sort of generic currency that allow you to buy special badges that give you special abilities for one level. But more importantly, there are 5 Wonder Balls to collect in every single level. Now, these are the bundles of wool that we saw in the original E3 presentation, but now they have a purpose. If you manage to find all 5 Wonder Balls within a level, you can unlock a new design for Yoshi, and they are not just generic colours as before. You get some crazy colour combinations out there. You've got Clown Yoshi, Flower Yoshi, you've got Shy Guy Yoshi. I'm not making these up, they're absolutely fantastic. I really wish I could show you them, but we weren't allowed to take any footage. These are a real concrete reward that you can actually physically use in any level that you like, and it's much better than just getting a stamp that says, yeah, you got 100%. Also, Yoshi's transformations are back, and they are brilliant. In the build that I played, Yoshi could turn into an umbrella, a giant version of himself, a mole, and most importantly, a motorbike. And let me tell you, that is some of the most fun I've had in a game to date. I'm probably exaggerating it, but I had so much fun with it. The gameplay wasn't particularly unique or anything like that, but it was just so out of the ordinary, out of place in the rest of the gameplay, and it really helps to mix things up. All of these transformations do. Now, a new feature in this game is the Mellow Mode. Now, this is something a little bit like the Super Guy that you used to get in previous Mario games, but it doesn't make things really easy for you. Basically, in Mellow Mode, you control Winged Yoshi, which means that instead of flutter jumping, you just float in midair, and as long as you're holding the button, you're not going to drop. It certainly does make things easier, but it still does not take away from a lot of the challenge that the game has to offer. So it really, even though it's got this Mellow Mode, it's still a very difficult game. I say very difficult, it's more sort of surprisingly difficult. I mean, I only got up to the 3rd world, but still there were instances where I was really challenged. However, if you're still having difficulty, you can always get a friend to join in the co-op mode, and basically it's 2 Yoshis running around. What do you expect? If you're low on balls of wool, one Yoshi can swallow the other, and yeah, they're short range, but they basically fulfill exactly the same criteria, so they can be really handy in a pinch. Also, if you don't have a friend to play with, you can always scan in a Yoshi amiibo, and you will control both Yoshis simultaneously, a bit like the double cherry in Super Mario 3D World. This doesn't have an enormous amount of application, but you can scan them in at any time, and so it can be handy if you're really stuck. You can always get an extra one just to give you that extra wool ball Yoshi that you need. Now, obviously, the most notable thing about the game is the graphics, and let me tell you, they are gorgeous. Kirby's Epic Yarn look good. This is about 10 times that, honestly. It really doesn't do it justice when you see these videos of the game. You really have to get your hands on it and really feel how it is to play, and you just get immersed in this world of wool. It's absolutely magical. Honestly, it's really difficult to put the graphics into words. I don't quite know why, but they're just sort of sublime and there's a je ne sais quoi about them. Have a go at the game yourself and you'll understand exactly what I mean. Overall, Yoshi's Woolly World is looking to be an absolutely outstanding game, blending the old with the new and making something truly, truly fantastic. I'd even say in some areas it surpasses the original. I mean, I can't say that for absolutely certain, but from the little that I played, it's seriously fantastic. If you want to learn more about Yoshi's Woolly World, then head over to Nintendo Life and read the full preview that was written by yours truly here. There'll be a link in the description, it'll take you exactly where you need to go. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, why don't you bind that subscribe button in wool, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo related content. Thank you again for watching, bye bye.